the challenge at like I think the
Take us to black.
All right, don't worry about it.
Something in there.
Ready, red?
Copy that.
Yeah, you can. Put red on it.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Stand by red. Tracking blue. Red tracking blue.
20 seconds to us.
Okay.
Challenge was at 250. That was the last challenge on Chet.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Stand by.
3, 2, 1. Roll red, tracking blue. Stand by camera 2. Ready, a live wipe to 2.
King scored 7 points.
Ready, pump. 1, 2, 1. Go.
Well, Sacramento's crowd leaving the arena tonight in pretty good spirits. They saw a heck of a basketball game. The Thunder on the short end of a 128-123 final. But, man, this thing was spirited all the way down to the end. No moral victories. We all know that. But the Thunder can feel very proud of the way they hung in this game after getting down by as many as 14 points in the game. They lose for just the 4th time on the road this season. Hi there. Welcome back into the Biley Sports Oklahoma studios. It's Thunder Live. John Radigan here. Nancy Lieberman there. She's in the Hall of Fame and a former assistant coach in Sacramento. We know that can be a tough building. There was like a playoff atmosphere at the end as they realized, oh my gosh, this thing's not in the can yet.
Yeah, this is not the old Sacramento Kings. This is a really good version of them. Coach Brown is electric when it comes to putting his defense, his game plans together. They've made some really good trades. They've got a lot of good pieces. They're going to be in the playoff picture this year. But, you know, I was writing a few things before we came here, and I wrote compete, composure, and belief. This is who Oklahoma City is. I think it was John Jagu, our producer, came by us and said, you know, they're down this, but it's the Thunder.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the Thunder, and they're going to come back, and they can come back, and they did come back. And those 2 great challenges by Coach Dagnott and his coaching staff was phenomenal. They always just play to the last, you know, minute, second of the game.
I'll trust you to track whatever you need to.
They're not afraid. They're not afraid to learn. Precious learning moments from games like this.
And of course, obviously, at the time of those challenges, they were in the midst of a comeback, which was necessary because of the way the Kings were playing. Really, at the end of the 3rd quarter, the beginning of the 4th quarter, they went on a 14-3 run, and they really had it going. They couldn't miss during that stretch.
Yeah, they just got hot, driving to the basket. You know, once you start taking 45 threes, which is what they did, now it opens up, you create space, a lot of offensive rebounds and second chance shots. And now you're struggling to come out and close out on the shooters. But 18 for 45 for the Kings, 53 points from 3. And sometimes you just got to tip your hat and say they played really well. They didn't quit after
Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it, Fania, because I have Sacramento on the other end of it.
You know, the reversal of challenges. They came back right after that, scored 7 points. You guys got to hand it to a team. They didn't quit the Kings.
Ready, 2.
Yeah, neither did the Thunder, despite being down, as we mentioned, by 14 points. They mount a great comeback in the 4th quarter. There hadn't been much offensive flow to that point, Nance, but they found it here.
Well, they found it there because they just play hard.
Get ready with
they have a culture. They play with tenacity. They block shots. They were starting to push the tempo and really come at the Kings earlier in the shot clock than they were. And now, if you're the one, you know, throwing the punches, as Coach D likes to say, now you've got people on their back foot, and now you've got some space, and you're sending a message to who you're playing. They're always going to be in games like this.
Yeah, they always are. They always have been, and they certainly were tonight. We take you back to Sacramento now. Chris Fisher and Michael Cage there to help us wrap it up, guys.
Stand by to take him full for the awkward hand, reaching in.
Yeah, thank you, John. What a game this was. I mean, the Thunder had to play comeback in the second half because Sacramento had that big 41-point 3rd quarter. But the Thunder, much like we've seen this young Thunder team over the last couple of years, Michael, not going away, fighting to the finish. It was a 14-point game with just over 7 minutes to go, and that's when the Thunder really cranked it up. They got it down to 2, and they gave themselves an opportunity. They just ended up missing some shots down the stretch.
Well, I thought they did exactly what they needed to do. It was just really a great marriage between the coaching staff and the players on the floor, those challenges, back-to-back,
Did you get that
ball game,
rollout,
winning both of those challenges.
Right.
How unusual
After
is
they
that
do this, they're gonna send
to really
a
kind of,
preview.
extend the game and put you back in a nice low position to possibly take the lead or tie the ball
I'll
game.
write the time go down.
They did
I'll
that.
write the time
I'm looking
go
at
down
the
so we'll get
numbers
it during
here.
the break.
They're all pretty solid. 62 points in the paint, so you win that battle. 14-7 fast break points, you win that battle. 22 points off turnovers, you win that battle. The only difference is you just didn't shoot the ball well from downtown. And the Kings did, and that's where they were able to extend and get some advantage on the scoreboard that they eventually were able to keep.
Obviously, big nights from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his 43, one off of a career high. And you got to give credit to Josh Giddey. He's been struggling a little bit, particularly on the offensive end, but he was a big part of Oklahoma City staying in the game, getting back in the game in that third quarter. So nice to see him and his 18-point night.
Yeah, no doubt about that, guys. We appreciate you, and we'll chat with you later in the show as we get a preview of the last game on this brief road trip. But it was, and Josh only had 2 points in the first half, finishes with 18.
Stand by red.
You know, we talked during the game about how De'Aaron Fox, you know, not physically, but move-wise and speed-wise, he'll remind you of Shai, and he showed some of those same characteristics tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, it's one thing to be fast. It's another thing to be able to change your pace, change your direction, use those Euro steps. He's got great balance. His shot is pure when he gets it, but he can also take the contact when he's going up. He really played very well, you know, stepping into these transition three-point shots. But, you know, when you have a battle, we talked about this at the beginning of the game, that Shai and De'Aaron were going to go at it. They were both superstar matchups. And each delivered 43 points for SGA. You know, Fox 41 points. This was a battle of two really great young players in the league.
It really was. You love to see Shai setting a tone for that free throw shooting, 16 out of 18. Again, he just does so many things well, and did win that head-to-head battle, at least as far as number of points go, Nance. 43 to 41.
Yeah, I mean, you like to see that, right? Everybody wants to see stars go at it and see who's better, and they can talk about it tomorrow when they're, you know, having a beer or whatever. But what I will say, you mentioned this about Giddey. Giddey had 16 of his 18 points in the second half. And Lou Dort only had 6 points at halftime. He had 11 points. So those guys come up with 27 points. They leveled up their game, and I thought that took a lot of pressure off of Chet, who had a better second half, and of course the 43 that SGA had.
Yeah, we've got more coming up as we talk a little bit more about Josh Giddey. We will also get to our forward player of the game. Mark Dagnall weighs in on this one as well. We'll try to hear from the head coach about this one and about his thoughts down the stretch when they won those two challenges. 5-point loss, though. So we're back with that after this.
And dissolve out.
And be ready with Bug.
Eaton won the toss.
All right.
They elected to defer,
shoot me
so
the
they will
far
kick
receiver.
to the Dragons to start the game.
Ready 2, take 2.
Back deep, Caden Jackson and Riley Wormley.
Ready 4, take 4. Ready for 1.
For the Dragons.
And take 1.
Kick straight down the middle of the field and will roll into the end zone. And will be a touchback. So
all right, hey, 2, give me your Wendy's starting lineup. It'll be
and as the Dragon offense comes onto the field, we will tell you that it is an offense that averages 56 points a game.
Yeah,
566 yards a game in total offense, LD. And if we look at the Wendy's starting lineup, we'll see that is keyed in primary part by Graham Knowles.
Well, you know what? You talk about all the passing yards.
Ready
and the way
1, be ready to play music. Nice
this team wants to run the football. You mentioned 566. Well, they average 260 yards rushing a game.
Good job, 2.
This is a balanced, well-attacked offense.
You'll get 14
pass on first down to Clayton Wayland. And Wayland picks up 11 yards on the near sideline. Good for a first down.
And we've watched South Lake Carroll this offense for years, even with Riley Dodge pulling the trigger. Now, fast forward here, years later, and you've got Graham Knowles. This offense is going to make this defense play in space. And so they're going to get the ball out on the perimeter. They're going to find guys in open space and hope you can come up and miss a tackle, and then they're off to the races.
Stay here.
Eaton employs 5 defensive backs. One of those backs, safety Aiden Blair, came off with an injury.
Oh, they're not
First down for the Dragons. Knowles goes to the other side of the field, complete to Caden Jackson, streaking down the far sideline. 30, 20. Jackson.
I think Southlake's going to win this game. Ready, 3, take 3.
54 yards. Caden Jackson, the 5'9" senior.
Game camera.
I'll tell you what, Caden Jackson's got some juice, man. He has got some wheels.
Ready, 1.
Like we said in the previous play, in this defense, they had guys running off. They didn't know who was supposed to be on. You can't do that play in Southlake Carroll. Look at this over to your left. You got guys coming on. You've got personnel coming on. You're already beat. And this is a simple play. Just because you're out of position, you've got a speed guy like Caden Jackson. And they're luckily they didn't go all the way for a touchdown there.
Knowles on first down. Throws the fade to the corner of the end zone. Caught but out of bounds.
Ready, 4.
And second down coming up. That pass intended for Brock Boyd.
A to B.
Highly recruited sophomore.
Roll
6'2", 170 pounder.
And it's all about matchups. And it forces the defense to declare themselves at the beginning of the snap. And when you play a quarterback like Graham Knowles, it's all about one-on-one on the perimeter, Doug. And if you can find a matchup you want, you're going to try to take that shot every single time.
Thank you, Martha. I appreciate that push.
Second down.
Fumble, Ruski.
First handoff tonight.
And it's, all right, 4, blue crowd, 4, blue crowd. Ready, 3.
Ball comes loose.
Ready, 4.
Recovered by the Eagles.
Ready, 2.
The handoff went to Riley Wormley.
3, go, show me, sad white team.
And the Eagles get a huge break on defense as they force the turnover.
Now let's look at this exchange. It's just an inside read. And it's played well.
Come out to 3.
Even if the quarterback would pull it, even if the quarterback would
roll B, dissolve B.
Lash played the running back, and he also
Stand
played the quarterback
3.
at the
Do you
same
see
time.
10 in your frame?
And
Stay with him.
When you play Southlake Carroll, you've got to create turnovers. You've got to create some kind of way to create an extra possession for your offense. That's a big-time defensive play there.
That is the sophomore Elijah Lash, 6'3", 220-pounder.
Ready with
forcing
music?
that fumble. Coach
Ready, 2.
Miller talked to us about him this week and said, you know, this guy has a huge future ahead of him. Look at the Wendy's starting lineup for the Eagles.
You can just get set your game shot.
Leads the way.
Push on this
Not only is he the quarterback, the QB, the man, he's also a ground gainer, one of their leading rushers. Pass.
Oh, defense hero. Ready, 2. Take 2.
Intended for Mason Stubbe. Man, that was a good job breaking it up corner high. A senior who moves from corner to safety this year, and he laid a safety-type hit on Stubbe.
Well, as good as our offense is, this defense is equally good. This defense not giving up much of any points this season.
I don't know.
Lugo to pass. It's caught up at the 25-yard line. 6-yard gain there for the Eagles as the pass goes complete to Dylan Myra.
So 2-3, we'll split white hat duties between which side of the field the white hats on. Ready, 2, take 2, 2 follow them off. They're going to punt this.
We wanted all along. So this is the real deal.
You're going to follow the punt, 2, stay
kind of with it. Convert this third down, they're going to have to come off the field. But hey, anytime you can keep the ball away
after the punt 4, I need you to go full wide for me.
You got to take it.
2, give me the punty.
Brody Fouch, the punter.
Sucker.
He will do the kicking and the punting duties tonight.
Ready, 1.
32.5-yard average on punts.
Take 1.
It is Eric Garza back to receive it for the Dragons. Garza watches it bounce and will let it bounce away.
And
we'll stay here.
4, go wide for me.
Brock Boyd back
ready
to return that.
Graphic cut.
Ready with 43-yard punt. And time now for our NFL keys to the game. And as we look at the keys for Carroll, it's all about limiting Noah Lugo. Also,
be ready to follow QB back
had
on.
An issue where he was not eligible to play in the early part of the season, so he's still getting experience as he plays tonight. And look at the mirror. When you're Carroll,
we're going to go out to 1.
Focus on
Be ready to push for me.
Right, and for the Eagles, make tackles. We saw that. If they get out of position and can't make the tackles,
push for me 1. Kill your music.
Go all the way. And no turnovers is self-explanatory. And a nameless foe, you've got to go out there and play
big run play
and not worry that you're playing against the Southlake Carroll Dragons.
Oh, mess them up. Right. Ready, 4. Take 4.
18-yard run for the Dragons.
2, give me QB.
B.
That's Riley
B.
Wormley.
Effect B. Roll B.
We talked about the eligibility issue with Wormley. He is a transfer
If you are,
from Colleyville Heritage.
You're not. I'm
and
sorry.
Initially,
Ready,
his transfer was denied as far as his eligibility to participate. That has been overturned, and so he's been able to play in 3 games and certainly has made an immediate impact as the pass goes complete for a first down to Brock Boyd. But took him a while to get into uniform, but once he did, he certainly came on strong.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
just
fun,
so
though.
many
I love
weapons.
this
They
fast
just
pace.
reload
Ready to
every
push
single
for me,
year.
one?
And when you play defensively against
just
the
stay there,
Dragons,
Martha.
you
You look
can't
good. Ready,
defend
one,
against
take
a
one.
person. You got to defend the system, which makes it even more difficult.
Or you can
because
give me
you got Riley
white coach
Dodge.
when he looks
he's
to the
kind
side
of
like
overseeing
that.
what's getting called in from his OC Chris Smith.
Ready,
but
four?
they're going to get you
Take
in
four.
a bad position on every
Ready,
single
one?
play and attack you
Take one.
in every chance they can.
Hand off to the sophomore Davis Penn.
And this time it is a touchdown.
And into the end zone he goes.
3, stay with the player. Ready, 2, take 2.
Touchdown. His 13th of the
4, you're
season.
gonna, ready, 4, take 4.
Davis Penn, the young man that has been stepping up and taking that load
Ready, A,
and running
effect
back
A,
in the
roll A,
absence
4,
of
give me the
Riley
kick.
Wormley shows you what a bright
Ready, come
future
out to
he
you.
has.
Yeah, you'll see that block
Ready,
there by
out
Ben
to
Carlson,
one.
number 51.
Excuse me,
He's
out to
the
4.
left tackle. That was the key
And
block.
out to 4,
And
4's
when you
up.
get a block like that, I don't
Here
care
they
who you
go.
are back
You
to the
ready to
backfield.
tilt? You ready to push?
And
We're going
Penn's
out to
got a
break
good
after this.
knack
Be
and
ready
a
with
good
live
feel
shots.
for what his
Shots.
offensive line is doing
2,
up front.
just
The
follow
hard
white
work
team
is
off
done,
the
and once he
field.
got to the next
3,
level,
stay with,
it was lights
player.
out for the first TD of the game.
It goes up.
Extra
It
point
goes down.
is on
Ready,
its
2.
way and good
And
from
take
Kyle
2, track him
Lemmerman.
off. Bugs out. Give me
9
big bugs.
minutes remain.
Get ready to
In
break
the first
this.
quarter
And
from
big
Northwest
bugs in.
Dynasty Stadium, the Dragons are on
Ready,
the board,
black.
7-0.
2,
1, and roll break, fade it all, kill it. Stand by to open mics.
She had a season high of 9 days last night, contributing to their
Video, the video is no good.
So she's stepping up to the outlet on the back foot.
James Wheeler was named player of the match. 15 kills for her. Also
Ready with Rice lineup? I know you are. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Open talent mics and ready 5 and out to 5. 5's up and animate.
Presented by UT Southwestern Medical Center, the official.
All right, so
SMU Athletics.
standing by. 2, give me SMU head coach. 3, shoot me players. 1, get set for game action.
Transfer now with the Rice Owls. 4 kills, 3 blocks last evening. Amelia Pesca, the 3rd consecutive week for her on the American Honor Roll. For SMU,
Push SMU.
with her 5th double-double.
We just have this for a few seconds and then get it off, I think.
45 assists.
Oh, we're fine. Ready out to 2. And I'll drop out when you want. And Alina, I will. You can animate out. Ready 2. And flare 2. 2's up. Cam 2. Player 2. Not ready. Ready 3.
SMU bench her 2nd season leading the Ponies after 8 years.
Animate.
Assistant at Baylor. 6 straight trips to the NCAA tournament with the Bears, and now edging closer and closer.
We're good if you want to let him play. I can cut around. 3, give me server. And ready 3. And take 3. Ready 1. Take 1. Hey Danny, if you get blocked, you can just stay there. I'll force the cut on myself there.
Stand by for
You ready with your bug?
Great
Bug.
crowd here for a big out game at Moody Coliseum.
You check those records.
Rice swinging first. Natasha Kostalecki can't get it to the floor. Neither could
All right, hey, we're gonna do keys to the game. You ready with that, Alina?
That's Amelia Pesca.
Cameras, shoot specifically 2 and 3. Be ready to shoot a little wider. How big is that? Pretty big. It's 4 items today.
Yeah, it's 4 items.
Alina, it'll be font 1, correct? Copy, thank you. All right, who scored real quick? Ready 2? And take 2. Animate.
And now our keys to the match.
3. Shoot me our server on the other side. Ready 3 under. 3 under. Ready 1. We're gonna leave it up. 1. Be ready. There's gonna be a tombstone. Ready 1. 1. Ready to cross the 1. And cross 1. Ready 2. Take 2.
Rice.
Rice is like playing patty cake. That's fun. 3, give me server. Ready 3. Take 3.
I know we're definitely looking to close it out now that
Ready, 1, 1.
14 to 10. Either on the reception.
SMU wins. Ready, 2, 2. Celebration shots. 3, give me crowd. Ready, 3, 3. Ready, 2, 2. Ready, 1, 1. Ready, 3, 3. Ready, 2, 2. Let me know when you want that. Ready, 3, 3. 2, give me the group. I don't care about them. Give me the group. Come on, 2. Ready, 2, 2. All right, Dana, get set for the interview. It's coming to you. You might have to handheld shoot it. Ready, 1. Stay there, stay there. Stay with coach, 2. Ready, 1, 1. Ready with graphics and final stats. You want it? Ready, final stats and effect to it. Animate it.
Final stats.
2, stay with her. All right, where are we going after this?
Then after this, it'll be the player of the game package.
Got it. Player of the game package next. Be ready with that. No front end, Jordan, because I've got the wipe, remember? Alina, do you have a player of the match lower third? You put it font 2?
We need to keep the stats up because Chris hasn't grabbed her yet. I'll grab her now.
You froze again?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Let me know when you want me to go to it.
No, because we need her to be sitting at the table over here. Chris, grab her. There's Chris right there. Grab her. I'll probably give her
Chanel looks stressed.
Yeah, because you need to grab her.
Chris needs to grab her?
Not another Chris. He's right there. He needs to have her, like,
Okay. Ready to come out to 2?
Quarterback, 53 assists for her.
Ready, out 2. And out 2. 2's up. And ready, red. And hold on. And ready, red. And music and roll red. It did not do anything. And roll red, dissolve red. Fuck it. Why would something work that needs to work? We're gonna come out to 3. Font 1 is tied, Alina, when I come out to it. Stand by 3. Ready to go on camera. And ready out to 3. On cam. On cam. Font 1 is hot.
What a weekend. What a day. Coach Erger breaking down.
That's fine. They still got their payoff with it right there.
Of what you guys accomplished.
Pull it out.
A very emotional person.
Alina, clear font 1.
To that level after a victory.
No, I think we're all exhausted.
I cleared it.
All gave everything out there, including the
Okay, so then last was that live shot with the final score.
Alina, I took it out. You can clear font 1.
Yeah, you turned around.
What was that?
So last we'll just do an overall shot with the final score.
Got it.
And then we have to do the rollout on red. And then ESPN copyright.
2, we're going to do a pan through the crowd that's right in front of you.
To see us fight like that and come out with the victory, I think
Can't?
it's just, like, what can you do
Oh.
at that point? But put your hands up.
I was like, I think he can.
Just tell me a little bit more about the
I could.
defensive effort and hustle you saw today. I mean, you
I would have accepted it at a certain point.
What does that speak to about y'all's mindset?
Can you go a little tighter with the players in there? Clear font 2.
We know that we're going to have to pull out all the stops offensively and defensively.
Is where is that going to come in? Alina, bug?
Working really hard at it, so to see us execute.
Yeah, the score you just put up. Is that bug?
First place in the American. 2 more
Ready?
matches
2. Go to the play.
weekend.
Yeah, that's fine.
And South Florida Mustangs are in a really good spot right now, but I think
Ready,
I'm going
2.
to hear from you. I'm going to hear from Coach Erger over the next week. Can't be complacent.
1, find me coach.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, being number 1, we have that target on our back, so we need to come out every
Stay
game.
with her 1. I'll go to you as well.
So we need
And
to
then
play
roll out
every
red.
play.
Thank you.
People are really going to come for us. And
Stand by with music, Joel.
have to come out swinging like we did today.
Congratulations.
Soon.
Natalie Purdue and the
We're going to do 2 shots first. Ready, 2. And out to 2. 2's up. And animate score.
Ponies remain in first
Alina,
place
animate
in the
score.
American
Ready, 1.
Conference. What
And
a battle.
1 under.
It went
And
to
give me
5
music.
Mustangs.
And ready, red.
That decisive
And
reign.
We're going effect red, roll red. B1 is hot. Go through your copyright when you want. You're gonna have to slow down a little here. How long we got on this?
Joining us on ESPN Plus. This has been a presentation of ESPN and the American Athletic Conference.
And cross bug and matchup capper. And
we're clear.
We are clear. Thank you, everybody.